I am Baba C. I am a griot and master storyteller, and I'm at least a third generation storyteller on my father's side of the family. I participated in the premier Marrakech International Storytelling Festival in 2022. I fell in love with Marrakech, and evidently Marrakech fell in love with me because I got an invite. No, I was not asked. I was told that I was coming back for the Marrakech International Storytelling Festival, as I call it, the sequel. And I'm here. And this festival, I mean, it's so many things. One thing I'll say is that the people in Marrakech are very friendly, very open, very helpful. The food, oh my goodness, the food. Oh my goodness, the food. I have one thing to say about the food. It was delicious, you know. So the festival, it's even bigger this year. Last year we had about 20, maybe 50 international, global tellers. This year we have about 80, maybe 100, or maybe 80, or between 80 and 100 tellers in all. So we got about 80 coming from around the globe, from India, from South America, from Canada, from the UK, from Scotland, from Ireland. We have people coming from the United States of America. And this year we'll have 3 Americans, United Staters as some people call us, involved in the festival. And the festival, I think, is a wonderful thing. It has reignited a dialogue and a sense of community and openness, you know, because everywhere I've been, evidently they saw your interview, they read your interview because people going, Baba C, Baba C. And a friend of mine said, we can't get anywhere walking with you, but hey, you know, it comes with the territory. The festival is a wonderful festival because it's bringing nationalities together, different ethnic groups together, different, what is the word I'm looking for, cultures together, and we appreciate it. And the stories are not only told in English, but they're told in French or Arabic, and I forgot the name of the local, yes, what you said. And it's told in that, and to quote John Rowe, it's about the musicality. It's about the musicality. You may not understand what's being said, but you can kind of sense and flesh it out because of the way it's being said, of the expressions on the faces, et cetera, et cetera. So what is the Marrakech International Storytelling Festival to me? It is a wonder, a blessing, and something that needs to be done. Oh, storytelling is as old as mankind, or personkind. Storytelling is so important because it's through stories that we learn. I mean, when you're a babe, you're learning from your parents, and they're telling you little things, but the things they're telling you are stories. Let me define a story. A story is the telling of events that may or may not have happened. A story is anytime you sit down and you're relating something to someone else. When you're talking about, if you talk to your colleagues later on about this interview, that's a story. You know, if you're talking about your vacation and things you did, that's a story. When you relate personal things in your life to another person, that's a story. Storytelling is very important because it's one of the basic and most intrinsic ways that we learn. The best teachers are storytellers because they engage the students. They inspire the students to want to learn. You know, so storytelling, why is it important? Because it teaches about culture. It teaches about heritage. It teaches you about why a word is a word. It teaches you about recipe. Oh, food is a story in itself. Recipes are stories. You know, you really want to learn somebody or learn about people, eat their food and sit around a table and share stories. You'll learn so much more. I often tell people, if you want to learn about a society, you want to learn about people, study their art. And storytelling is a re-emerging art form. It is a wonderful way of talking about heritage and culture, while the sun and moon are in the sky, while children should listen to their elders, while we should listen to children, because you're never too old to learn. So storytelling, why is it important? Because it teaches, it inspires, it preserves, it promotes, it protects, and it's also the ideal medium for sharing and learning about other people and other cultures. You don't have to agree with them, but you have to learn about them. You know, the more you learn, the more you know. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you can do, the more you want to learn. The more you want to learn, the more you know. The more you know, the more you see where I'm going with this? And that is the power of storytelling. It makes friendships. It makes relationships. It brings people together. So storytelling, c'est bon. It is good. We have a major map that tells us where we're going to be, but it changes. So I don't want to tell you I'm going to be somewhere and then they tell me. But what you can do is you can go to worldstorytellingcafe.com and you can follow there's a thing about Marrakech, the festival, and there's also a listing of the performers and where we'll be. So you can check that. There's also this wonderful, I was looking to see if we had one around, but there's this wonderful map that tells about the various locations. Now, I understand that we may have 3 separate storytelling events happening at the same time every day, or as I like to say, every day. You know, that's, every day. But anyhow, every day.